Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. And let's get open for business here. I'm home today for work because, well, got a sewer problem here at the house that I'm hoping that we can get resolved before Wednesday when I'm supposed to leave to go to California in training camp. If not, then we're going to have to reschedule that because we are only 41 days, 5 hours, 43 minutes, and 38 seconds away from kickoff against the Carolina Panthers. And of course, there is the drama that always follows the Dallas Cowboys. We literally have the whole Dez Bryant, Scott Linehan debacle, mess, whatever you want to call it. It's definitely ugly all the way around. And I'm going to do this to myself, probably inflict some brain damage. But I'm going to go to Skip, who Dez Bryant told, shut up, Skip Bayless, about the situation. Here we go. I haven't seen the whole bit yet, so we're going to be watching this together.
Bryant was very busy on Twitter this weekend, and it started with a quote from Cowboys executive VP Stephen Jones tweeting out saying basically Dak Prescott had a tough year with Dez in his ear, and Jones suggested Dak could have a better season without Dez. He responded to that by tweeting, "Here we go, with that scapegoat bleep. I charged everything to the game and went the other way. Y'all know what the real problem is? Don't put it on me with that bull. Garbage play calling, everybody lined up the same spot for 17 weeks. Then when a Twitter user called Jones clueless, Dez responded saying, quote, he's not clueless. Jerry was the only one who was clueless. Bleep was planned to get me out. Ask Travis and my brother Snake Lee, Sean Lee." So this is continuing on. And then, of course, we've got Skip tweeting, Dez needs to move on. The Cowboys have. And Dez wrote, "Shut up. I've been moved on." Dez then said, "Invite me to the show. I'm there." So get this, guys. He tweeted 60 times on Friday, 30 times on Saturday. I think I had one tweet over the weekend. I need to step up my game. Shannon, when you see all of this back and forth, what is going on here?
Dez feels he's gotten the raw deal, Skip. But to Dez's credit, Skip, I fought serious because when they didn't tag Jason Witten, because Stephen Jones also said Jason Witten was also in Dak Prescott's ear. And they only put Dez because they knew Dez was what reaction they would get from Dez.
Who tagged? Who was that?
Serious.
Serious?
Yes.
Thank
the radio show. Because Stephen Jones gave this on the radio show.
Yeah.
And they tagged Dez that Dez was in Dak.
Because Jason's not going to respond.
Right.
Okay.
But he did. But to Stephen Jones, he said Dez and Jason
He sure did.
was in Dak Prescott's ear. Skip, he's unhappy. Dez Bryant's entire career, Skip, growing up as a child, he wanted to be a professional football player. I believe his childhood dream was to play for the Dallas Cowboys.
There's no doubt. Lufkin, Texas.
The Dallas Cowboys are in training camp. Dez Bryant, as he's hard to, he's sitting on his couch. And it's everybody else's fault that Dez is not playing for the Dallas Cowboys. You see, it's Stephen Jones' fault. It's Jerry Jones' fault. It's Snake Lee, Sean Lee. He called Sean Lee a snake. It's everybody's fault. So, Skip, when Dez Bryant walked through his house, I'm sure he passes a lot of mirrors. Not any of those reflections that he sees. It's Stephen Jones, Jerry Jones, Sean Lee. It's him. When will he accept responsibility? Skip, he was 12th in targets. 12th in all of 2017 in targets with over 130. He was tied for 24th in catches. He was 28th in receiving yards. Skip, those numbers do not coincide with the amount of money with the Cowboys we're going to have to pay him. He was scheduled to make $16.5 million, Skip. That would have been the third highest cap hit among wide receivers. If Dez Bryant was the third best receiver, Jerry Jones wouldn't have a problem paying Dez $18 million a year. Because one thing we know now, Jerry will pay you. Jerry paid. He'll give you some money now.
We paid him once.
Paid him. Whew, paid him. Julio Jones. Who's better, Skip? I don't know. I'm like, Dez. I mean, Dez getting the balls. Julio stays nicked up. Nobody's even talking about that. Nobody. You can't find one person that will say Dez Bryant is a top 10 receiver. There are a lot of reasons. Skip, injuries had a lot to play. You know, he had knee injuries. He had ankle problems. Maybe he had hip issues. Dez was never technically or fundamentally sound in running the route tree. And as he started to age and as those injuries started to take effect on his Skip, granted, maybe he said they were lining me up in one position, but Dez was on the in-breaking route, back shoulder phase. Every cornerback comes out here, say the same thing. We play the in-breaking route and win the 50-50 jump ball. That's how we get Dez. But he's lashing out, Skip, because they're playing, they're practicing, and he's not. If he was on the team, I believe he would have, he still has this animosity because he feels that someone undermined him. Not his own inability, but someone.
Yep.
If Sean Lee is a good player, Sean Lee would need to have Ray Lewis type power in the Ravens organization to be able to get an offense. And Ray couldn't get no offensive players. He might think, guys, this guy on defense, he's not paying attention to me, he's not doing yada, yada, yada. Not to say Ray did that, but I'm saying, but for a defensive player to be able to get an offensive player off a team Skip, I've never heard. Now, a quarterback has that kind of leverage that can get a defensive player off the field, obviously. But for a defensive player to get, I don't see how that happens. And he's just upset, Skip, and he can't let it go. He can't let it go that he's not on the Cowboys and someone has something to do with it other than his inability to make plays.
So, I'm with you. And the first point I need to make is Jenny read the tweet that I tweeted on Friday. About a minute later, I tweeted a second tweet to your point, and I said, the only reason Dez Bryant is no longer a Cowboy is that he did not perform up to his contract. Period. In the
I've
story.
said that.
That's it. And when he goes to scapegoat, a scapegoat is someone who is wrongly or unfairly blamed for what happened. I don't think he was wrongly or unfairly blamed. You're in the Hall of Fame. You laid it on the line week after week after week.
In the Hall of
His
Fame.
body began to betray him. He lost some quickness. He couldn't separate. Then he lost some confidence. He started ball dropping. He led the league in drop passes. It was hard to watch, and so is this, because I like Dez Bryant. I would really love to have him come in here this week and sit right here.
Yeah.
Because I tweeted last night, we would be happy to give you as much time as you want to say whatever you want.
Right.
Because he could come for the whole show. We wouldn't care. You can just lay it on the line for us. Maybe he would enlighten us.
Right.
Maybe he would convince us, oh, there was this going on or that going on that we were not aware of.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm open for business there. I would love for him to come in and try to put it in some perspective for us. I do not hate Dez Bryant. I hate what happened to him last year. I'm a fan, so any fan's going to react the same way. I was his biggest fan in 2014. I thought he was the best receiver in football.
Right.
And I don't know how many times I threw up the X. And now, nobody throws up the X.
No.
And Dez is still unsigned, which is it's a sad story to me.
And here's the thing. Sean Lee said we butted heads. This is the thing. He says, we butted heads because I wanted Dez to be more accountable to his team and to his teammates. And to be honest with you, a lot of the team felt that way. Skip, let me say, as a team leader. Now, I don't know if this is why Sean Lee said what he said, but as a team leader, let me tell you what I held guys accountable for. I need you to show up on time. Because if I can get there on time, you damn sure is better. Meetings, practice, treatment. If you're nicked up, if you're injured, and treatment time is 7 o'clock, I need you there at 7. If Greek says I need you there at 8, I need you there at 8. Don't come missing and then say you can't practice. Or don't say I'm hobbled, because I don't want to hear that.
Yep.
And in meetings, I need you to pay attention. Don't be sleeping. Hell, I'm tired too. But they're paying you big bucks, and I need you to perform. Skip, show Dez his numbers. You tell me, Dez, these numbers. You tell me how 60 catches. You tell me how 900 yards, 6 touchdowns worth $16.5 million. In what scenario?
All you need to know is that the man who loved Dez Bryant like a son,
Yeah.
Jerry Jones, finally said, no more. He finally said no more. I was shocked. I didn't think he'd do it.
But you know what happens here? Let me tell you what happened. Let me be all the way with you. Dez Bryant has been the exact same Dez Bryant in 2013, 2014, when he had double-digit touchdowns and way over 1,000 yards. But and I keep telling you this, there's two things that go on in sports. It's called production and tolerance.
Yeah.
And with Dez production, all of a sudden, Skip, him being late for meetings, him not showing up for him not showing up for training,
Yeah.
him being late for practice, that was a problem. Now, it wasn't a problem when he gave you 1,416 touchdowns because the production was high. And when production is high, so is tolerance. Tolerance will never be higher than production. And so now that production, it made it real easy for the Cowboys not to tolerate Dez not showing up on time or not being where he's supposed to be. That's how it works.
Yeah, and remember how that year was capped off with the catch that should have been in Green Bay,
Yeah.
because it was a catch, and it would have sent them to the NFC Championship game at Seattle, where they had won in the regular season. So Jerry, coming off that, gave Dez his money. He gave him huge money, and it's going to strap them this year. It's still restricting what they can do, that and the Romo contract, right here, right now.
Yeah, that wasn't the catch. But Dez,
Yes, it was.
here's the
I
thing.
know.
Skip I want to talk routes. I want to talk real football. Yeah, I'm gonna let you know what? I'm gonna let Skip, you take the first 5-10 minutes of the thing, and when he spins the chair my way, we're gonna talk routes.
Okay. Well, I'd love to hear it.
Because all that other stuff, you can fool them fans, Dez Bryant. I don't even need to read you my resume. You know what I did. Come talk
But he
talk
was
football.
blaming the
Well, my brain won't be the same anymore after that, but I can't believe I'm going to say this. Skip. Shannon Sharp makes some good points. Number one, I've said this before too, because let's make no bones about it. Sports reporting is a business. It's about making money. That's it. That's the bottom line. Facts don't necessarily matter. The bottom line matters. And that's where Sirius Radio knew exactly what they were doing with the Stephen Jones butchering up the interview. By doing that and then tagging Dez Bryant, you knew that Dez Bryant, who is unemployed, emotional, trying to make a deal to go to the Cleveland Doo-Doo Browns, is going to react. It was a hatchet job. Done for exactly what they got. Views. But Shannon Sharp is right about the reasons on Dez Bryant, for whatever reason, if it's injuries, if it was the offense that was there, that Dez has blamed everybody but himself. You know, it was finally this year that he started working with the route guru. As Shannon put it, which is true, he's never been a tactician when it came to route running, okay? And when you're getting paid $16.5 million when the team is cash strapped and has to worry about paying DeMarcus Lawrence, a Zach Martin, and coming up a Dak Prescott, a Zeke Elliott, you look at where that money's going. That's the bottom line in all this. And that's what I've always said all along. Because people said, you just hate Dez Bryant. No, what I try and put out there is reality. And some people don't want to listen to reality. And reality is you have a lot of guys that have to be paid. You only have X amount of dollars that can go around. So sometimes you have to sacrifice the few for the benefit of the many. And if you spend $16.5 million on Dez Bryant, that meant you don't have a Cameron Fleming as a backup tackle. You don't get a chance to sign a Zach Martin to a long-term deal. You can't go through and keep the other players that are going to be down the road longer for you. It's a delicate game, and there's no right or wrong thing in there. It's just, where are we going to allocate the resources? Which was what you had to do. And that was my premise, excuse me, for Dez Bryant being released, along with the off-field stuff that happened, or excuse me, the meltdown with Seattle. The production's not there for the money that's going out. And football is cutthroat. Bottom line. But as Skip put it, I love how Skip is always, I love Dez Bryant and throwing up the X. He's my guy and everything else. I want him to come here. He can have the whole show and he can educate us. Yeah, you know why? It's not that you care about Dez Bryant. You care about views. Let's make no bones about any of this stuff. You don't give a damn about Dez Bryant. What you care about is stirring the pot up and getting the views on your channel. I can't blame you, because you are, for one, that's forever been the guy that's, I always care about people as you throw them under the bus. Famously, you were talking about Troy Aikman being gay back in the day and stuff. You've gone through and said Tony Romo will be the starter next year after Dak Prescott has a great so don't give me this fake juice. I just hope Dez Bryant can get onto a team sometime soon, and that we can just get back to dealing with the Dallas Cowboy players and team that's here. Not anthem protests, not Dez Bryant protests. We start dealing with the season. I'm Mark Holmes. It's my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. And as always, thank you guys for watching the Joe Boo Sports Report. I am out, and hopefully sometime soon they'll come here to give me the bad news on the sewer line. I'll see you guys soon.